I didn't realize it bankrupted them, though.
7:10, the time right now, time that we always set aside for Ryan PC Trimble to come out, let us know what was trending. The Monday version is a little different because you got all weekend to figure out what's going on. Good
Yes,
morning, Ryan. What's going on?
I do, and last week you said that and then jinxed it because we had one of the worst segments I've ever done. But this time I have actually, it's not your fault, it was my fault.
Well, no,
it was bad.
Unless we get on social media, we don't control what's trending.
Exactly. But today I have some good stories, so I'm going to share them with everyone. So I've seen a ton of people talking about this story on Facebook. Donald Sterling, who is the owner of the LA Clippers, is in a ton of trouble after some super racist remarks he made to his girlfriend came to light. He apparently told her that he didn't want her bringing any African-American friends of hers to Clippers games. With good reason, lots of people were very angry about this, including the Clippers themselves, who over the weekend publicly defied Sterling by wearing their warm-up shirts inside out to hide the Clippers logo. And while they played their game with the shirts right side out, of course, they wore black wristbands and black socks to symbolize their disdain for what Sterling had said. And a lot of people now are just distancing themselves more and more from him as more and more of, I believe it was a voicemail or a recorded conversation of what he and his girlfriend talked about is coming out. He's just...
I mean, it was the top national story from our NBC station in Washington this morning. It's making its rounds, that's for sure.
It definitely is. And now his wife is saying that his ex-wife now wants nothing to do with him. She actually came to the game over the weekend, but she traveled with the Clippers, with the team to the game. Yeah. And so he's not doing bad. Have you ever heard? You've heard.
Well, it's not the first time he's had run-ins like this. He's had other lawsuits for citing racism and civil litigation before. He's got very deep pockets. A lot of these things have been settled out of court. And now this, allegedly, again, they haven't verified that it's actually his voice. It sounds, all indications are that it would be because it's his ex-girlfriend recording the conversation. But the new leader now of the NBA, who's been on the job 2 months, this is now his first high-profile case.
Gosh.
And he is, Adam Silver's his name, and now Adam Silver is saying that repercussions from this could come out as early as tomorrow.
Wow.
And one of the people most vocal about this, Kevin Johnson, is a former NBA player, the current mayor of the city of Sacramento. So that really hits home for him, being in the same state. So yeah, this is the first thing of what could be a very ugly litigation process.
Do you think they're going to try and get rid of him?
Well, there's precedent as far as sports is concerned with baseball. Back in the 90s, baseball removed Mark Schott as an owner because she made some comments about Nazi Germany and Jewish people. She was removed as a president and CEO of that.
Wow.
She later sold the team and disappeared from baseball altogether. So there is precedent, but the leeway with the NBA is not as tight as it is in Major League Baseball. But
do you find it fishy that this was an actual, somebody recorded this conversation?
Yeah.
So I mean, how often do you record everyday conversations?
It sounds,
or did somebody do that on purpose?
That's the weird thing to me, is that this random conversation just kind of happened to be recorded.
Maybe not so random.
Maybe not so randomly recorded. That's what I'm thinking.
And the talk now is that fans could do economic sanctions against this team. Season ticket prices, merchandise, all of this stuff could take a nosedive to where he will lose millions and millions of dollars.
All right, might be trending for a while.
For a little bit,
see.
Exactly. So, most people don't put a lot of credence into urban legends. You just kind of dismiss them as little stories that have gotten blown up over time. Well, over the weekend, one urban legend was actually found out to be totally true. Yeah, when a huge stash of Atari video games was found buried in a New Mexico landfill. Now, the story goes that, and our wonderful floor director, Scott Petrillis, whose name I'm never sure if I said right, but I think I said it right that time, sort of filled me in on all the details of this. Back in the 80s, Atari rushed into production a video game based on the movie E.T. They rushed it in to try and get it out for the Christmas season, and it was actually just one of the worst video games of all time. They spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on it. And it was so bad, it bankrupted Atari, and they just wanted to get rid of all the evidence. So they allegedly dumped millions of cartridges of the game in a landfill in New Mexico. Now, until this weekend, that was an urban legend. But filmmaker Zach Penn is actually making a movie about the disappearance of all those game cartridges. So he went out there and he led this dig, and they found all of these cartridges out in the middle of the desert. So it turns out that is what Atari did with them back in the day. Now the cartridges are completely unplayable because they've been under sand for, over
a long time.
20, 30 years.
If you've played the game before, that's okay.
Maybe it makes them better now.
I can literally remember as a child begging my parents for this game. And by the end of Christmas break, I don't even know where I had put the thing. It was just so bad.
Was it really atrocious?
Yeah. It was such a disappointment as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, E.T. was, obviously an iconic movie, and
Yeah.
you unwrap it, you put it in, it's like, really?
Yeah.
This is all it is? Just this like mashed potato blob that bounces around?
It was one of the early games of making a movie into a video game, because now literally every movie is made into a video game.
Yeah, or it's a video game that they
It's
base
made
a
into a
movie
movie,
on.
they made
Yeah.
into a different video game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a cycle.
Yeah. So our final story, swimmer Adam Walker has been trying to help the dolphins by swimming and raising money for them. But a couple days ago, the dolphins actually ended up helping him.
Huh.
Yeah, because he was swimming in New Zealand waters when a shark appeared below him. Then a pod of about 10 dolphins actually surrounded Walker and stayed with him for over an hour till the shark swam off.
Wow.
Yeah. Now Walker is doing a swim called the Seven Oceans Mission, and he's also looking to raise funds for Stop Whaling, which is a nonprofit group focused on whale and dolphin conservation. And he said that this was just one of the coolest things to have this pod of dolphins just stay with him for over an hour until that shark swam away.
Well, there's a boat following him, right?
Well, there's also a boat.
Hello,
Okay, Kim.
people.
Obviously, there's a
No,
boat
I
following.
mean, but why didn't his friend say, get out of the water?
Well, he
you
did.
know?
He saw the shark, but he saw it like below him, and he got really nervous about it. But he didn't want to just
Stop.
Yeah, he didn't just want to stop. But there have been stories before of dolphins doing that, of like warding off sharks from people and stuff like that. So I just thought that was pretty cool.
I've heard those stories before, too.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
mean to
yeah.
make fun of your
No,
training.
I was just kidding. But yeah, I thought it was cool. So.
I just thought it was kind of like, okay, he's swimming and no one told him to get out.
I'm sure someone did, but he
The
wanted
buddies
to,
on the boat want that great video. Oh,
Exactly.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep doing it, you'll be fine. But this is pretty awesome video. If you go and look at it online, there's a few minutes of it, and the dolphins just kind of hang out and dolphin around him. It's fun.
Dolphins are fun.
They are.
They are fun when you run into them.
There's your bumper sticker.
Dolphins are fun.
Dolphins are fun.
Well, I mean, you see them around here too. You know, in the Intercoastal
Yeah.
Waterway.
Yeah.
I saw some in Marathon where they played with the boat. They were kind of going in front
I'm
of
so
it.
much of a baby in the water. I mean, even if I knew it was a dolphin and I saw a fin,
You freak out.
I'd just be afraid that the dolphin would
Bump you?
knock me over or something like that. Yeah.
Come and bump
And
you.
that'd be it. We never see you again.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Bob.
Well, we had some good beach weather over the weekend, but Colin, I don't know if anybody's going to be heading to the water today.
Well, today may not be the worst day. We will see some shower activity. I'm with you, Kim. There's a perfectly good boat right next to it. You know what I mean? Like, something strange about that story. As you take a look at the hour-by-hour rainfall forecast, I think we get through the first half of the day today without really too much in the way of precipitation. So if you wanted to head out to the beach or maybe out on the boat, it doesn't look that bad through about 1, 2 o'clock. And then the chances, mind you, for showers and thunderstorms will start to pick up. I think that we'll see a 50-50 shot for shower activity. Most of the heavier precipitation should remain to the north of the immediate viewing area, although a third of an inch possible here for eastern NC with high temperatures into the low 80s. Fishing game forecast for today, showing the best time to get out and try some fishing coming up at around 3 o'clock. But if there's a shark in the water, for the love of all things good, get in the boat.